After what had been a rather long and difficult winter, Charlie Belcher and Mark Pottinger decided that what they and their friends in the local farming community needed was a day off, a day when they could relax and have a bit of fun. Traditionally, ploughing matches are held in the autumn, but as this was just the type of event to suit their purpose, they decided to go ahead and organise it for Good Friday. The weekend before, they went to Paley Street Farm to mark out a field lent by James Headington for the occasion. 2 single furrows marked the limits of the area to be ploughed, and along these numbered pegs were placed to mark the start of the individual plots. Each of the plots is given a number, and the secretary will make a draw to decide which of them each competitor will work. Originally, an acre was defined as the amount of land that a man with 1 ox could plough in a day, but on Friday, with a tractor and only a quarter of an acre of land to deal with, most competitors should complete their task within 2 hours. And now, with all the markers in place, the field is ready for the match. So here we are. It's Good Friday. It's a little bit cloudy, but the forecasters say it's going to be fine, and we're all looking forward to having a really good day. Gordon is the first to arrive, and Tony is not far behind. Unlike most of the others coming today, these two live a few miles away, so they've decided that the best way to get their tractors to the ground is to put them onto a transporter. Out on the field, meanwhile, the admin staff are getting things set up and are very well organised by the look of it. Once the competitors start arriving, tractors are coming in from all directions. Charlie arrives in his usual relaxed manner, but he little realises that his day is not going to go quite as smoothly as he might have hoped for. Once the tractor has been parked, it's time to wander over to the secretary's tent and pick up your plot number from Tricia the secretary. And Sue, another of the wives, has made an early start on a job that's going to keep her busy all day. Simon is the last to arrive. He's a bit late, but he'd no need to look quite so worried. They haven't started without him. In fact, no one's in any hurry to get started. They're quite happy standing around just chatting. After all, this was supposed to be a day for relaxation. Actually, I think James is a bit too relaxed, considering his barn appears to be on fire. Sorry, false alarm. It's the oven for the lamb roast getting up steam. Of interest to everyone are the vintage tractors that have been brought along by their friends. Most of them have been beautifully restored, and every one is different. And for every tractor there appears to be a different plough. Whilst we've got time, it's worth taking a look at Simon's 1964 Massey Ferguson and comparing its controls with this latest machine on the market. With its onboard computer, air conditioning, sat-nav, This one's so new they haven't even taken all the wrapping off it yet. In the meantime, the fire in the oven's gone out, so before he can do anything else, Charlie's going to have to get that going again. Now at least one of the spectators is beginning to wonder, when are we going to get some action around here? Actually, the judges were just finishing their check of the field. Now, without any announcement being made, everyone has decided to get started on what was the excuse for taking this day off. Now, it's true that this was supposed to be a fun day, with nothing being taken too seriously. But these are men who take a pride in their work, and from now on there will be a certain air of competition about proceedings. Before the actual ploughing can start, 2 marker poles have to be placed, one at each end of the plot. Then a point on the front of the tractor is carefully lined up with these 2 before the first pole is removed out of the way. Now the tractor is moved up and the plough positioned at the start of the actual plot. If it overlaps that boundary line, then marks will be lost. Check that the plough is at the right depth, and now go steadily forward, concentrating on keeping the front of the tractor lined up with that far pole. This first furrow must be absolutely straight. Any waves in it will be reflected in all the succeeding furrows. At the far end, the second sighting pole is removed, and then that first furrow is completed, taking care not to overrun the boundary marker. A run is then made in the opposite direction, throwing earth onto the opposite shoulder, and the opening is then complete.
That's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, that's an opening split. Some will say, well, that's not bad. Some will say, well, you want to go and have a look up at these other ones now to sort of get a comparison.
Charlie's already had trouble with a large flint jammed between his ploughshares, and now he's got a hydraulic leak. Even when he's fixed it, he's going to have to wait. Little Lara, his daughter, has just found a worm that needs rescuing. The next stage is to plough the shoulders back into the opening to form the crown. This will leave the field level once the ploughing is finished, and for the dedicated match ploughman nothing can be left to chance. Now it's time for a break and breakfast, although at 11 o'clock maybe that ought to be ploughman's lunch. Volunteers are frying eggs by the dozen. Anyone's welcome to tuck in, even if you have got a few years to go before you're driving a tractor. Oh, and by the way, if you must wear pretty boots, do try and keep them clean. The break is over, and now it's time to get back to work. As the temperature pushes up to 25 degrees, that's the high 70s to these old tractors, then it's time to start taking jackets off, and rudimentary air conditioning is called for. Soil condition today is perfect for ploughing, and most people are making very good progress. Even Charlie's managing to catch up after all of his setbacks. Across the field, Simon is close to finishing, and with some plots already completed, it's time for the judges to move in and make their assessment of each individual's efforts. 80-year-old Ben is the last competitor left on the field, and it falls to him to reverse his plough and make the final cut of the day. And now, with that finished, ploughing is over. There's no prize for guessing who got the job of carving the lamb roast. And Tricia is sorting out the rest of the day's winners, ready for the prize giving.
Last three, the classic mounted third prize, Mark Pottinger.
There was well-deserved warm applause for the two popular organisers of the event.
Second prize, Charlie Belcher.
Thank you very much.
And particularly well received were the awards to the oldest
First prize
and the youngest competitors of the day.
That's it, thank you very much. Thank you all for coming.
So there we have it. Brilliant weather, super company and tremendous fun. A really great day.